All right, how's it going, guys? Welcome back. We are here with the Florida Panthers and young beauty Jonathan Huberdeau, and we're gonna try to win this team a Stanley Cup in year number 1. And we did take note of you guys. One of the big things you said is make sure you follow the scheme from the coach to the player before you're trading for players, which we may or may not ever do. So we're gonna start making sure we do that. Thank you guys for the help as always on stuff we need to work on here. Like I said, trying to get to a point where we can win ourselves a nice Stanley Cup with one of these teams here. So obviously we're going to try to, follow what the coach's line fit is here the best that we possibly can. But just, looking at the team right now as we currently have, we're looking at maybe, really, I don't know. I like a lot of these Florida Panthers, even looking maybe a second line winger. Conley doesn't have to necessarily play up there. He's more of a third line scoring type of guy, top 9. I still like seeing Conley there. 84 defensive awareness, 83 on the offense. A decent shot, 84 by 87 as well. He's a sniper, so that's a good place for him. He's currently playing with Trocheck, who is a two-way player. And then he's got Hoffman as well. 2 snipers and a two-way playing together there. I don't mind that. I don't think that's terrible. We're obviously not going to move Barkov, Dadonov, and Huberdeau off the first line 3-step. Wow, they gave Huberdeau the 90 overall. Let's go. He deserves it. Both of them got the 90 overall. They haven't had that all year, have they? I don't think Huberdeau did, at least. Barkov may have, because of his defensive abilities, he may have given it to him, but I feel like Huberdeau got that upgrade. He deserves it. The guy's, what, 5th in the league, 6th in the league in points right now? Absolute beauty. Love seeing it. 93 offensive awareness, 92 on the shot, 92-89 there. Decent passing as well. So that is a deadly line combination up there. Looking at the defense, we have Yandel, Ekblad, Matheson, and it was Strawman. I think I like Strawman. And then the third line could use a little bit of work here with Pesic and Uyghur there. Yeah, he's a depth defenseman, so they definitely don't really have a role for him here. Third line type of guy. The Pesic, on the other hand, is a top 6 role and top 6 defenseman, so they do like having him on the team here. From a statistics standpoint, face-offs. Good thing that's not something defensemen need to win, EA, right? Yeah, perfect. They're not really a decent shot. I was going to say a decent shot. Two-way guy. Discipline's kind of meh. This one's really good for Pesic, though. Looking pretty good there. Defensive awareness, the shot, stick checking. Some decent numbers for him, really. They're not too bad there. So maybe, yeah, we walk Uyghur out the door. I feel like this has to be one of the teams, though. There's not a lot of teams in this game that have a very solid core and a very solid goalie. And Florida has that with an 89 overall Sergei Bobrovsky. Obviously, the backup, a 70. What is this? We might have to find a backup goalie. We shouldn't. We'll see how it goes. Go a couple weeks in, but usually, the backups, they go, 11-3, 11-4, 12-5, somewhere around there, playing the bad teams. But if a 70 overall costs us those games against those bad teams, that could hurt us in making a playoff push here. Wow, 3rd round, 2012, out of Ottawa there. He's used to seeing a lot of shots go in the back of the net. But we'll take a look. Like I said, we got to make sure we're following the rules here. The coaching staff, was that this year that was new, or was that last year? Maybe that's why we're so far behind here, because we're very, very slow to change. Shouldn't be. Love to change, but, slow to it per se here. Currently have no concerns. He's a generalist. He's got the A+ in the offense. Yeah, I love your XP. That's fantastic. Let's take a look at the players. No awards won. Oh, no. Huberdeau is, that's the thing, you guys like Huberdeau, who you ain't moving him, but he doesn't have the greatest scheme fit there. Pesic's another guy. Uyghur is kind of in between there. Guys like Mike Hoffman are a coach's freaking best friend, apparently, here. Or guys like the Hoffinator. Yeah, forecheck, weak side, lock, aggressive, standard offensive pressure. A balanced coaching style will give you a mix of both offense and defense. It will bias towards a more balanced team and line strategy set. These coaches will tend to juggle lineups based on the roster structure provided by the GM and rely on rolling all 4 lines. All right, so we clearly want to see a good 4th line out of this guy as well. He does like seeing that. So we'll take a peek here at some of the trade stuff. Again, we were talking, a defenseman and maybe a replacement. Do we need to replace Conley? Do I get to see the coaching stuff? Yeah, we do. He likes the second line, likes the first line, but he doesn't want to be on the third line. But see, that's where I want him to be, is on the third line. So he doesn't really fit too well in the third line. Vetrano looks great on the first line. He fits good in the third line, though, so that's a good place for him. We'll see 4th line potential here. I'm imagining it kind of fits the same all across the board here, but the role is 4th line, so you'd assume he'd play better on the 4th line. Malgin, can you play? No, he's a depth guy, so Malkin, again, we'll take a look at the scheme fit just for a good time. He'd fit really well in the second line, and he is a 79. You consider Conley is an 80. and Malkin's a 70. Now, what's the big difference if we were to actually switch those two guys up here? Malkin is decent shot, 85. Passings around the 84 range, not terrible. Conley, it's about the same, really. He's got a little bit stronger of a shot there, but from a passing percentage or passing consideration there, he's pretty decent. Defensive awareness was about the same there as well. So they're pretty similar players. We'll see what they think about that. We'll put him there. Conley don't want to play on the third line. I'm very well aware of that, but he's probably going to have to. Sevier, again, being that fourth line guy. He wants to play on his second line too. He fits everywhere. Coach loves Sevier. He's got a good scheme fit going there. So we're going to we'll keep him, of course. Our luck is probably the guy he's not playing on the first line. Sorry, pal. He's probably the depth guy we look to move here as a face-off. 72 defensive awareness, not the greatest. So yeah, we'd like to find a little bit better of a fourth liner type of guy there. Brian Boyle is decent as far as the contract's concerned as well. Has a very friendly contract there. So we can keep that. That'd be fantastic. Looks like, again, another solid defensive type of guy. It looks like they want to see us play Huberdeau or Dadonov on the second line here and balance things. Hoffman's maxed out at the second line. He is not moving there. So we like Hoffman. We like Dadonov. Trocheck cannot play. He could play first line. That would be the thing. You can't bend. You can't do it. I think you have to stick with what we currently have here, even if they're not the greatest together. You look at the second line, no, Malkin plays great there. Trocheck would be the one to switch. Would you dare switching Trocheck with Barkov? That would actually boost the lines up a little bit there, to be completely fair. So we could consider that if things don't go well. Right now, we're not going to mess with it, though. So we need a fourth line center, and we need a third line defenseman, I think is what we're going to try to look for here. And obviously, if we need a backup goalie, we'll go down that road here in a bit as well. As far as the contracts are concerned, we have all of, oh, beautiful, 500K in cap space. That is just what I wanted to see. 500K in cap space. We can do so much fun with that. Ekblad, Yandel, Barkov, we can't drop you. Strawman would be one that we could consider. He's an 83, and I like Strawman. He fits better on the first line. He's not going to play. He could play on the first line. We could try to make that work, actually. He might be on the first line now. But Hoffman's got to get paid. Matheson, I don't know if we have to pay Matheson though. $4 million a year. That's steep, I think, for him. But Trocheck's got to stay. Dadonov's got to stay. Conley might be the guy we walk out of the door, to be honest here. I mean, we was moving him around, didn't really find a place in the lineup for him that we necessarily wanted him to be at. So that's always an option. Vetrano is currently, again, decent. They just got so many guys. Achari's around. Is Achari even playing? I didn't even see Achari on the team. Is he getting scratched? Did I miss that? Let me take a look there, see where Achari is. And that's going to get us 1.6 off the books as well when we trade Uyghur. I know Boyle is getting paid, but again, I don't know. Going to be tough. We'll take a look at free agency as well. I want to see if Achari's playing. That could save us some cap space right away. No, he's not. He is playing. He's playing left wing. Okay. Does he want to play center? Would he rather that? 78 faceoffs to 72. He does look like the better centerman here. I don't know why. So we could actually technically look for a winger here. We'll put Achari at center. I like him better there. Better on the draw, is better defensively. And my next question for you friends is who in the heck do you find on the trade block? I know everybody likes to browse the trade block, but I mean, I'm looking around here and it's just everybody on the trade block's always, hey, here's my players I don't want because they are ridiculously overpriced. So you know what? I just realized Florida's sitting here chilling in that goalie probably because he's probably on an entry-level deal and they couldn't afford anybody else. That's why they have it as is. But I'd like to get, I feel like Tanev's the way to go here. I've been looking at him and I'm eyeing him. He's a defensive second pairing type of guy. He would fit good there. That's what we could use. And we can move Matheson to the third line if we had to. I think Myers wants more of a first line type of deal. I don't really want to move. I mean, we can move around our first line if we have to. But again, that's guys that are 6 mil 5 compared to the 4.4 we're getting for Tanev. But we'd have to completely obliterate this cap space somehow. I don't know what to say. We don't have any. So we'll take a look at the cap here of what do we say we could move. I mean, we can move $1 million. We can move $1 million in Uyghur, which is who they do indeed want. But after that, we are just completely cap riddled. I understand we have no cap space. These guys would need to retain all but every penny of this salary at this. Even we still probably can't afford it. Oh, we might be able to. No, we're still a little bit short. How many players we got? We only have 45 and 50 contracts too, so we are just not in a good spot here. Let's take a look. We don't play with injuries on, so take a look at the centers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but they are all currently playing. I don't believe, no, Malkin's playing. Left wings we have Vetrano, Hoffman. You guys are playing. Right wings we have. You guys are all playing as well. Oh, Tippett. Tippett's got some trade value still. Now, I forget already if it counted that cap last time when we did the AHL guys or not. So I don't think it does. But the defenseman, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't have a 7th defenseman up here, doesn't we? Oh, we do. Okay, Brown is our 7th guy. They'll give us 700K in cap space. Again, we're never going to use him anyway. So we'll throw him on. Does that get us in caps? Yeah, cap-friendly area here. That's a big risk, though, taking on a guy like Tanev. They're wanting more than that. Well, that's because we're retaining a lot of that salary for him. But we'll see what we have as far as prospects are concerned. Now we can walk out the door for him. We're gonna be tight. That's all I can say. But defensemen never are cheap. They are always the most expensive. Borgstrom, a young guy. I think we can make that work. That'll work. Borgstrom, but they're not gonna want to retain all that salary, if I had to imagine. We will not accept this proposal. The trade looks fair, but Vancouver are not willing to retain it. You have to. Sorry, don't have a choice here. You gotta retain it. What if we throw on, what can we do to make you like this trade a little bit more? A 2nd and a 3rd? 2nd and 3rd to retain that salary? Oh, that was it, really? That was easy business right there. Usually people are, EA's a little bit greedy here. We're going to edit these lines or it's going to mess everything up so we had. But usually EA is a little bit greedy when it comes to that. And they're like, you know what? No, we're not even going to take 4 first-round draft picks for you to retain that. So we pick up a defenseman here. Tanev, come on down, looking great. We're going to slide him into the 2nd line, I think. I think he'll fit there, right? They like him there. Yeah, that's his favorite spot to be, is that 2nd line. Matheson doesn't mind. He'll play on the 3rd line. And then we'll have to mess with the special teams, I would imagine, as well. Does Tanev enjoy playing on the power play? Do we have a thing for that somewhere? Maybe, probably not. I would imagine he's going to play on it over Matheson. No, his stats are, yeah, 88, 88. Pretty solid on the defensive side of the puck there. And we'll go special teams. I don't care about the power play. I said power play. I meant penalty. That's what we're looking for. Yeah, the penalty kill. Yeah, Matheson is currently there. We probably want to get the young guy off the penalty kill, right? If I had to assume here, he's not young. He's 27. I don't know why I thought he was young. Just a low overall in general there in PES. So we'll go Matheson. Not Matheson. We will go with Tanev there. Changing current line. Does that fixate things? No. They did not agree with that at all. Penalty kill strategy. Vetrano, can you kill penalties? You can, sort of. Yeah, you know what it is. The center's got to get out of here. Achari, you're good there. Who was the guy we had playing center now that is always getting Sevier from... or not Sevier, but Howard. It was Achari. Where's Achari playing? I was in a first penalty. That is a problem. What do we got over centers playing already? All right, so we'll look for... I mean, Boyle can probably do it, right? Boyle defense... Yeah, he can do it. Boyle can play center there. Is that... Nope, no, he can't. I lied. That ain't gonna happen. Thanks for trying, though. We appreciate the effort. Please don't ever do that again. Petrano... no, that's not gonna work either. Conley could... No, he's not. He's a sniper. I ain't even gonna look. I'll look just in case. Nah, he's not. He's a sniper. He's gonna sit there and play. Not on the penalty kill. So we'll go back to the power play here. Barkov, that's just disgusting. Jeez, no wonder they score so many goals. Malgin, do you want to center that 2nd line? Is that really where you should be? Am I missing somebody here? Barkov, down. Oh yeah, Trocheck's playing defense. Should we power play that up though like that? Trocheck on the 1st line. I do like that. I like having that stacked 1st line. I think that'll work for us there. Again, we need to see if we can't find another center anyway, but that'll work for the... What do you mean best lines? Best Springfield. Okay, we'll go back to edit lines. Yeah, I got you. Springfield wants to have a lineup too. I understand. We don't really care about them, being completely honest here. We're just trying to, you know, ruin the farm system. Ruin the farm system for the team. We'll be good, though. We'll be good. See if we can find a center here real quick. It's going to be tough. We do have some cap space somehow. So we have 4 million cap space. How do we make that happen by retaining that salary? I don't know. I'm not going to argue it, though. We're going to take a look at Matt Calvert here. There's just not a lot, but we are finding some teams with some friendly deals. Calvert being one of them. Pretty solid. I don't know. Defensive awareness is decent. He's still a pretty solid player that can score some goals for us here. He looks like he fits on the 4th line. I really like finding those defensive guys, but at the end of the day, we're going to play a scheme fit game on this one and see how things go. So we're going to go Matty Calves. We'll throw him on there. Colorado's willing to deal him, and we was going to walk out. Who was it? It was a center, right? We wanted to see... I don't want to look at trade value. I want to go by overalls here so we can find what we're looking for. Was it Malkin? Was it Howard Luck? Was Howard Luck the one we wanted to see go here? I think it was. Yeah, it looks like it. He couldn't win too many faceoffs. And then we had Achari moved over to center so we can make that work there. So yeah, we'll throw you there. Again, you got to retain some salary because we're poor and we need all the money in the world. Please donate to us. Thank you. I'd be appreciated, Colorado. I mean, they already donated to Toronto. They're probably out of charity work for the season, but it's a new year to Colorado. It's a new year. Go out there, write that off on your taxes next year. You think they tried that? Like, donated $2.5 million to Toronto so they could have Tyson Barrie? Probably not. All right, so we'll go a second. I don't know how much we need for Calvert. That should be enough, really. They aren't gonna. The thing is, they're gonna make him retain that salary. That'll work. That will work. Go to roster moves here. Calvert will go. I don't want that. I want this. Yeah, that right there. So Calvert's gonna go over here, play on the fourth line. Hopefully that works for him. Where was he playing? He must have been playing penalty kill as well, if I had to guess. Hopefully that works out there. It didn't change much. You lied to me. I ain't reading that ever again. His scheme fits the second line. I don't know why I read that. Told me he fit over there pretty well on the fourth line. He wants to play on his second, EA. Thanks. All right, so we won't listen to what the little notification thing ever says again. That's cool. So we will go. Yeah, that's perfect, actually. That's good there. Man, I just look at this Florida team and wonder how they don't win more games. It just looks so freaking stacked. Team is disgusting looking. We'll see if we can win some games with it. Yandel and Ekblad. How would one of those play on a second line? And they don't really want to. I was going to say, if we put one of them on a second line, I think we could make it work with one of these other guys on their first line. Get somebody else up there, like Strawman, for example. Tanev obviously loves where he's at right now. What happens if we put it there? Oh, yeah, we got to try it. We got to try it right there. Ekblad on his second. To be honest, I like these two together. That's not going to work, though. So we're going to have to go. We'll try Strawman. I don't really want to put Ekblad on his second line. That just seems like a terrible idea. What if we go this direction? That ain't going to work. Yeah, we'll go with Ekblad on his second line. We'll see how things work. Just because we're going to get that +3 out of Strawman there, it's hard to turn that down. We'll sim up a couple games here. I'm assuming we're going to have to trade for a goalie. I'm just going to bank on that. We need a backup goalie. We'll give Florida a couple games here, see how they do without a goalie, quite frankly. But we don't have a lot of cap space, so we've brought that up many times. And a lot of the goalies on the trade block will be goalies that have, like $3 or $4 million on a cap hit with no trade value. So that's always the nice thing. We'll see how much our goalie's getting paid. I didn't ever take a look at that either. I'd imagine not much. Being the 70 overall, I hope at least not much. Here we go, though. Panthers starting out 1-0. Panthers starting out 2-0. Panthers still 3-game point streak to start the season, going to Buffalo. Back-to-back against the Islanders next. Gonna take one of two. That's not bad. Beating the Devils 4-1-1 to start the season. A good start, I think, here. Losing. By losing, I mean getting completely obliterated. I would lose to Nashville, too, after that game against Colorado. 3-game losing streak. As long as the boys can keep on going and bouncing back, though, we're good to go. 10-4 through the first 14. We'll go a couple more games. I want to get a better sample size. Make sure our backup goalie's playing a little bit here. There's a big win against Detroit. Giving up quite a few goals against them. Again, we talked that might be our backup play, and they're giving up 4 goals. And there's a big win against the Islanders, against the Rangers, against the Bruins. Playing some good hockey here. 11-6. Losing that second game to the Rangers here. Losing 3-game points or losing streak. That's what we have to be careful with. Get these losing streaks going. That's what concerns me a bit here. We'll take a look at how these guys are playing. 21 for 22. For Alexander Barkov, good start to the season for him. Huberdeau hopefully right behind him. Yeah, Trocheck's right behind him. And then Huberdeau. Huberdeau, what you doing over there, pal? Malgin having a great season as well so far. Anybody struggling from the plus-minus standpoint here? Yeah, it would be Vetrano. What line is he playing on? Is he the third line guy? I think he's third line. Yeah, 15 minutes, third line. 8 points, -7. Something to keep an eye on there. The fact that you're supposed to be a 2-way forward and you're -7 is not very appeasing over there, Vetrano. So we'll keep an eye on that. Boyle -4, 12 penalty minutes as well. Face-offs are looking decent, hopefully, here. Go over to the centers and take a peek at that. I knew I was going to refresh that. Why did we do that? So we have 57-51. Malgin doesn't play center, so that's good. Everybody's about 50%, so that's good to see there. But more importantly, we're going to take a look at how these goaltenders are performing here. 5-1. He's not doing bad. Decent. 907. I mean, he's not doing great. Bob over here, once again, 7-7, 882 save percentage, just like EA knows. Come on, Bob. What are you doing, pal? 882 and a 361? Since when does this game have anything to do with realistic hockey? Come on. He's got an 89 overall, EA. We don't do realism around here. I seen how hits work in this game. Come on. Get him up to like a 912. Feel like I'm blaming Bobrovsky for us struggling right now, but we'll take a look to see how the special teams are doing. Maybe we're just falling to pieces there. Could be that as well. 3.2. Look at the goals for. Oh, it's a goals against. Goals for is still good, though. 3.27. Looking like one of the best in the league. Other than, obviously, Tampa. Kind of killer over there. Penalty. They always put that penalty. Oh, that's power play. I was going to say they always put point percentage first. That always confuses me. So 13%. Power play could be better. And we know where. It's the second. Oh, geez, the penalty kill is getting absolutely obliterated. 76.4. Worse than the league by 1.5 miles there. Take a look at who we got going there. I think we just switched it up. And maybe that was a bad decision by putting, who was it that we put there now? I can't quite remember who that was, but it was clearly not the right idea. It was, oh, we're down to a -2. Oh, I forgot about that. We made that move and they put Calvert there. I forgot all about that. Whoops. That's a mistake. So we can put Chart. You guys are good there. Matheson, Ekblad, Strong, Tanev. Are we missing somebody? Yeah, Yando. Yando don't play defense. Who am I kidding? Yando doesn't need to go there. So we'll look at a guy that actually plays center. That'd be a good start, I guess. And that could be... Did we put Boyle in before? Yeah, we had Boyle in before. What did they do? Take him out? They must have. So we'll put Boyle back. Oh, that's why. That was why. I knew there was a reason. There's always a good reason for something like that. We'll put Calvert here. I didn't think that would change it. But Toronto's going to have to keep playing. Calvert is not somebody that belongs on the penalty kill in the eyes of the EA Sports. Chari can play. Can you win faceoffs, friend? No. You cannot, Sevier. You are not very good at the faceoff at all. So we have to go. I guess we're going to have to put. I don't want to, but I think we're going to have to put Trocheck there. You know, log some extra minutes. Hopefully that don't hurt him too much. But we got to fix this penalty kill. Clearly, it's struggling right there. So Trocheck on his second line with Vetrano. And then I will give that a try. I mean, it's still a -1. But I feel like we got a guy that can actually win faceoffs and actually play some defense there. So that should help it a little bit. We'll see how she goes. But the penalty kill right now is completely killing us. So hopefully we can turn that around. That's the difference right now. I think 12-7. When you're 76% on a PK, you're obviously going to struggle. So here we go. See if we can turn this around without making any further changes. There's a win, 1-0. Like seeing those low scoring wins. Don't like seeing those high scoring losses though. 2 straight right there. And 3 straight? I don't know. I missed it. Covered the score. Went to the next calendar page here. Again, struggling. 14-10. 4-1 against the Blue Jackets. Overtime loss. Still got the point. Big win against the Lightning. Another win over there against the Islanders. Losing in overtime to the Bruins. That's all right. Points are points. 18-10. Starting to play a little bit better here. Picking up the overtime win in Carolina on the back-to-back. Another point, even though it's an overtime loss. 2 of them. You don't want the overtime losses to Detroit, though. I'm sorry to break it to you, Florida, but we're not going to make that an exception. Finally seeing the boys get their feet under them, though. 23-13-7. Florida doing decent here. We'll send them up a couple more games just because we're playing well. Got the wheels are rolling. Got to keep on going halfway through January anyway. 25-13-7. That's a little bit better than I do in real life right now, right? Still got the win streak going. They're on fire. Love it. Overtime win again. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 game win streak for the Florida Panthers. We're just going to keep riding that hot hand. Might as well. Team's hot, playing hot. Love seeing it. 29-13. That's going to be top of the division, right? I wasn't following. Nope, the Maple Leafs got the top. Another overtime win there. Still not a loss. 10-game win streak for the Florida Panthers. Talk about catapulting them to the top of the league. There's another one. There's another one. We're on a 12-game win streak. 13-game win streak. We're just going to go one by one because I'm impressed at this point. For the 14-game win streak, I got to count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, that's your thanks, buddy. Thanks for counting this month twice. All right, so let's try this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Totally gonna count this wrong. 12, 13, 14. Yeah, the 14. We was right. We had the counting right. Had a slow counter. Here we go for the 15-game winner. Breaking news, the Montreal Canadiens have fired. That's not our problem. See you later, pal. It's knowing ya. Oh, I lost to Edmonton. At least it was Connor McDavid and friends, right? At least it was Connor McDavid. Now we have to hopefully not get a losing streak going here. And we're not. Right back on the winning ways of this team. 39-15-7. I don't think we can make moves at this point, can we? We only made a couple. A little bit better on the defense. Was it 1 or 2 guys on offense? I felt like this team was good, though. Looking at it on paper, I thought we had a very solid team. It's the Toronto Maple Leafs, though, playing a little bit better. If we can get past the Maple Leafs, it'd be smooth sailing. Because right now, oh, Red Wings. Excuse me? Red Wings playoff team? We're just going to overlook that? Bruins not a playoff team? 59 points. Did I miss something? All right, then. League is a little bit upside down this season. Looking at the power play, though, I'm going to take a check at that. Look at that penalty point. Oh, that was an 8. It was a 6. Power play 16.6, still middle of the league, and then the penalty kill back up to 83. Thank goodness. All right, that's what I wanted to see, the 83. The power play's middle of the league. Do we want? I don't want to. I don't want to make the change. I feel like every time we make a change at the trade deadline when we're hot, bad things happen. And right now this team's playing well, so we shouldn't do it. I mean, they're on absolute fire as far as, playing well is concerned here. We got the first line. We got a second line. The bottom six is solid. The defense is solid. I think we have a team to win a Stanley Cup here. I don't think you can ask for much more. I'd like to see how the goalies do it. No, 9-1, 9-14. Still playing decent. 9-1, 9-1-3. Bobrovsky up to the 9-13. That's what it took. Bobrovsky started making saves, and they started winning games. Florida learned that too. Bobrovsky starts playing like the Vezina winner that he is. You'll win a lot of games in a row. The guy will straight carry you. I watched him do it in Columbus for years. Finally, I'd like to see him start doing it in Florida. I mean, I love the guy. I had no spite against him losing Columbus, but he has been struggling. Got to see him start turning it around over there a little bit. But I'll tell you what, though, Florida, like I said, Florida fans, when he gets hot, he gets hot. Like, it took him a little bit of time last year. It was in March-ish when he started catching fire. And that's when I'd rather have him catch fire in March than in, November. Because if you cool off in March, you go into playoffs cooler, not on fire. Going to playoffs like you did last season, though, playing a lot better. Laser focus going into playoffs. That's a lot better way to go about it. Here we go. Big win against the Devils. Big win, 3-4-game, 5-game win streak. Another one. Florida's been playing well. A 50-win season. I tell you what, if this ain't the season, I don't know what is. Look at these guys reel off win after win. It's like if you pay attention to the scheme and the coaches lineup and what they want to build, you build a good team. I'm just going to call it a coincidence. And if we actually get out of the first and second round, I'm going to have to give you guys a big thank you for the pro tip there. So let's see. Do we want to take a look at stats? Not really. You know what? I'm feeling it. I'm ready to rock and roll. We'll take a look at the standings, though. For a good time, 77 points out of Barkov. You know what? We'll take a look at the points for fun's sake here. 119 points. Killer. Look at that goals against. Down to 2.39 to end the season. That is how you win some games. Got the penalty kill up to 85%. I had to be the President's winners, right? Yeah, buddy. The President's winners. We can't get bounced in the first round as a President's winners. Come on, EA. This is it, EA. This is our time to win these. I'm not even going to say it. This is our time to not, the S word. And we're not talking shutout. We're talking the other S word. 224 shots. Good for you, Dad and our Barkov. Top of the team there, 77 points. Not a lot of point per gamers. I would have expected that out of guys like Barkov and Huberdeau. And we didn't quite see it. But they're producing good enough to win us games, and that's really all that matters at the end of the day here. I feel like plus 38, played well together. Worst player on the team was a -2 in Calvert. Clearly, that was a reason we was doing bad over there on the penalty kill. Calvert going. How did he play on the season? We traded for Calvert, expecting him to do better. He had 20 points, 20 goals. Not bad. 20 points isn't terrible for us. Still +2. I don't remember what he was on Colorado. We didn't even would he even play on Colorado? I don't think he played on Colorado all season. Now that I think about it, we'll take a look here. Did he split time there? Oh, yeah, he did. He played. No, he did. Right there. Colorado, Florida. Yeah, 2019, 2020. Yeah, he played all of them with us by the looks of it. So I'd like to see him play a little bit better. But besides that, everybody else is playing fantastic. It's time to jump into these playoffs. We are ready to go. Rangers, round number 1. Another team that was expecting a big season this year was the Rangers. And they did make playoffs here. Here we go. There's a W to start the series. There's an overtime loss. You don't get points for that in the playoffs. Got the win there, though. 2-1 up over here. 3-1, 6-1 victory. Florida playing very good hockey. There's not an overtime loss, a regulation loss. Game 6 at New York. Can we end it here? Please and thank you. Oh, jeez. Oh, my goodness. I got nothing. I feel like we crossed off every box this time and won the Presidents. Best team in the league. And if we lose to the New York Rangers, let me tell you what. There's a goal by Trocheck in the first. 2-1 after 2. Matheson and Trouba getting goals both there. Defenseman taking care of the business. Going into period number 3. Big save by Lundqvist. Bobrovsky getting involved early here in the third period. Power play Panthers and nothing. Power play Rangers and nothing. It has been all Rangers so far this period. But Bobrovsky, we talked about it. When he gets hot, he gets hot. He has been playing very good hockey. Some big saves by Lundqvist as well, right in front of his crease. Bobrovsky's got to hold these guys off for 3 more minutes. And we are at least going to advance to the second round. Hold your breath. Hold your breath. Yeah, buddy. Second round. How about that? I feel like this is a miracle. A Christmas miracle on January. All right, Rangers, sit down. Thanks for playing. Florida, who you got in the second round? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. We're going to see Bobrovsky carry here. That's a 4-3 loss in game number 1. We're the home team, at least. We got to win at home, though. You can't lose or at home, both games. Granted, it's almost like a home game for Tampa because I think they got more fans down there right now. But here we go. At Tampa, game 3. There we go. 6-2 win on the board. It's been close games. Lost both games by a goal. Could have went either way. Game number 4, not looking good. All right, so we're going to We're going to take that chance here. Jump into this. We're going to sim the game because I don't want this video to be on for like 6 years if they do win this. But here we go. Panthers. It's the Lightning, for crying out loud. It's a great team, but we got to pick up the victory here over against Tampa. There it is, 3-1. One more win. We take to a Game 7 back home in Tampa. Can we pick up the dub? The answer is yes. Still have a chance. Still fighting here are these Florida Panthers. If we can come back up or down 3-1, take care of business against these Tampa Bay Lightning, that would be nice. First period done. Dadonov, goal. Period number 2 is all Tampa Bay. Stamkos and Paquette looking good. Florida over here, they got to make something happen. There's a big save early by Vasilevsky, almost behind the net. Might have tried the wrap around there. Florida power play, can they bury one? No, they're going to give up a shorthanded goal on the power play to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Who does that? Never been able to shot for half the period. Power play or shorty by Paquette again. That's probably going to kill us. That's going to do us in here. Florida, a great season. Down 2 goals, though, with 10 minutes left. Another power play given up there, but the Rangers stifled. And again, a power play for the Panthers, and they gave up a goal. 2 straight times they gave up shorthanded goals on a power play. Unacceptable, and that's how you're going to lose games. The Panthers going to get bounced in the second round, and our quest to get out of the second round is going to continue. You can't do much better than being the 119 points and the President's winner, and still can't get out of the first round. We just kill her there. The Capitals going to win the Stanley Cup. It's the thing, though, when you get to the playoffs, it's so random in this game, just like we seen with the video with the Red Wings or whatever, or Vancouver. You give Vancouver a 60 overall team playing an 80, and they still beat or lost to them once you get to playoffs. So that, I don't know. We'll take a look at the awards here real quick, though, just to see how we did. Hopefully Dadonov brought it, or not Dadonov, Barkov brought us home some trophies. Art Ross Sagan, Ovi getting a memorial, James Norris Carlson, Couture, Lady Bing, nice. Calder Kako, Ovechkin got the Smithy Smythe, Vezina going to Holtby. Bobrovsky did get the Jennings after that season. Yeah, like I said, slow start, carried the team to end the season, though. Harmonic, Macedon, Jack Adams, Yoshi, Kopitar getting a Selkie, and Ovechkin getting the Lindsay. Otherwise, though, guys, if you enjoyed this video, a big thumbs up and subscribe. Appreciate it. Never required. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.